Good morning, everyone. It is 6:00. I can't see the clock. 6 we're going to go with. How about that?
There's a big light in front of the clock.
Glad you're with us this
Light.
morning. Dixon and Vining at Talk 99.5, talk995.com. It's Thursday, March the 5th, Friday Eve, 2026. And we've got a little change in the weather forecast for you in the next coming days. Today, not so bad. Partly cloudy, a 30% chance of showers, 82 the daytime high. Partly cloudy tomorrow. We up the rain chance a bit to 40% chance and a high of 82 again. And then for Saturday and Sunday, it looks like both days right now we've got a 60% chance of rain. I think it's a little bit better chance for Saturday than it is Sunday, but the rain chance is still in there. So might be another weekend. I don't know that it's going to be a total washout or anything like that. But just know that, you may be dealing with a little bit of wet weather over the weekend.
There'll be some rain on and off for sure, even drifting into Monday from what I understand.
Yep.
So be prepared, plan accordingly, and I think you'll still have a great weekend. It's going to be warm. That's nice.
Yeah, love it.
Warm
Absolutely
and wet, better than cold and wet.
Anybody running the air yet? I did in the car yesterday.
Yeah, my upstairs, I got the AC on. I got it set for 73, I believe.
Not bad.
73, so it still clicks on, though, because, that heat goes right up.
Sure does.
Even after I had this really nice tinting put on my windows upstairs, the side that faces the street.
Did that help?
It helped to some degree, yeah. It used to be the AC couldn't keep up at all. Couldn't even come close. I mean, you'd have it set for 73. It would sit there at 77, 78. Not at 79, you're like, oh, man, this thing is just straining to keep up. But once I got the tint on, the AC only clicks on occasionally. Still in all, my power bill is going to be huge. So I'm excited about that.
I'm sure you are.
As you can imagine.
Can't wait till that comes in.
A couple of interesting stories that we got to kick the day off here. Number one, U.S. Homeland Security is taking over Birmingham Southern's college campus to use for the Coast Guard. How about that?
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
It may be a part of our three things when we get to it.
They say that the Coast Guard, by the way, is exceeding all of its projections and recruitment.
Yeah, they're doing really well with it.
Which is pretty cool.
So they need this extra space, and we're happy that, something really kind of cool is going to be happening at Birmingham Southern because that campus is so beautiful, and it's in a great spot.
If I were going to join the Coast Guard, I would be so good at it. I bet no one would steal our coast at all.
No, not at all.
I'd make sure that thing stayed right in place.
Right.
I'd be great.
I think the headline yesterday was like, huh? The Coast Guard's coming to Birmingham?
Yeah.
Like, Birmingham Southern?
We're way off.
Do we have a lake near there? Or what are we doing? We got any
Use what
body
you can,
of water?
man. Use what you can.
That's right.
So, this is mainly just for, you're going to be going through different classes and learning things. I guess eventually they'll get you out to that body of water.
Yep.
But it was interesting yesterday to see that. You're like, wait a minute. We got a whole coast down there. Gulf Shores. Have you heard of that?
Yeah.
Orange Beach.
Maybe do something down there?
Maybe one of our lakes.
That real estate's very expensive down there. Never mind.
It is.
They don't want to do that.
Yeah.
They're like, we'll start up here. We'll start slow.
Yeah, and
work our way up.
It'll be all good.
Here's another interesting story that may or may not be in the three things. There is a legislator, Reed Ingram, who is pushing for a bill to start every day with the Pledge of Allegiance at school or a prayer.
Mm-hmm. That could be part of the three things too, Richard.
How about that?
Yeah, it could be. Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, I'll just pick a different story then. How about that?
Okay, we're going to go. Why don't we just do the three
not that
things
one.
now? Why don't we just start over and we'll start the three things right now?
No, we're not doing that. We're not going to do that. I'm just going to keep stabbing at things until everyone.
Well, don't pick that one.
How about, can I talk about Iran being upset about the war?
Knock yourself out.
Okay, yeah.
And now you've just covered my three things.
All three things are taken care of?
Score!
Glad I could take care of that for you. No need to worry about that any longer.
No, now
Should
we're
I
all
play the
caught
sounder?
up. Now we're caught up for the hour.
Excellent.
I can
Why
play
don't
the
we
sounder
start
now.
at 6:30?
Can we take the rest of the hour off? Because I'm going to. I'm ready to.
Does it feel like Friday today?
Mentally, I'm checking out.
I told Steve yesterday that yesterday felt like Thursday, and today really feels like Friday.
Yeah, I woke up this
Especially
morning.
after this.
I was slightly upset this morning to wake up and realize it is not Friday. I was like, oh, no.
Isn't that wild,
really?
though? It's so funny how, we you have like a Monday or a Friday off or whatever. It's just, the week just goes on and on. This has been the strangest week for me.
Well, we were
really
here all week.
I know.
We've been here every day this week.
That's why my Wednesday felt like a
That's
Thursday.
so confusing. It's like, oh, my God, this week is going on forever. 5 whole days?
5
I'm
whole
not
days.
ready for
And then
that.
we're really going to get screwed up because we go to daylight saving time this
Yeah.
weekend.
Yeah.
You know, that's always an adjustment. And I know we complain, but lighter later's always, in my opinion, better.
We're springing forward.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it.
Spring forward.
I'm already preparing the dogs.
How are you doing? Are you feeding them later?
No, because what happens is if what's 4 o'clock now will be 5 o'clock then,
Right,
After
yeah.
we make the change.
Yes.
So I'm starting to feed them at about like 4:30 now instead of 5 o'clock. Started feeding them at 4:30, so it's like they won't be surprised when dinner shows up a little early,
Uh-huh.
and then
Yeah,
later
you
you have
know,
to go the other way.
But right now they're going,
There are
wow,
times-
this is good.
That's right.
We're getting it
times-
early.
There's times where you wish your dog could communicate with you, and they do a pretty good job of it, quite frankly. Because Lucy, I swear to you, every afternoon, it's probably about 3:55 to 4:10.
Mhm.
There's a 15-minute window, and she nails it every single time, starts kicking that bowl like
Really?
it's time to eat. I don't know whether it's a daylight thing, her stomach's growling, what it is, but their sense of time is pretty darn good. And it'll be an interesting case study to kind of look what happens when the time changes. Is she going to start kicking that bowl around closer to 5
Mm-hmm.
because of the daylight?
Sure.
Or is it,
Right.
hey, you need to feed me just because I'm hungry? Is that why we're kicking the bowl around?
She's got an internal clock, and it's not getting changed at daylight saving time. I can tell you that.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna do a little test and see what happens.
My
with
dogs know that 5 o'clock is feeding time,
it. Uh-huh.
and they start looking at me at about 3:50.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, it's coming close. It's like, it's not.
I'll
it's
be
not
over there.
coming close. You're
Richard-
an hour and 10 minutes away.
I swear I'm on the computer, I've gotten myself a glass of water, whatever, and I'm going to sit down and I'm starting to do, whatever I need to do on my computer. And I swear the minute I sit down, she comes over and she starts doing this little tapping and looking up at
Yep.
me like, why'd you sit down? Why aren't you going to feed me? And I say to her, it's not time yet.
Mm-hmm.
You got to wait a little longer.
Mm-hmm.
She drops her head. She walks over to her little bed and lays back down
Mm-hmm.
till I get ready to get up and feed her.
That's a good dog.
Yeah. That's
My
just-
dogs just howl
They
incessantly.
howl.
They just sit there and howl.
Like, Lucy, you're too early. It's not time. Because if I feed her then at 8 or 8:30, she's
Sure.
looking at me like, I
Still
need to
hungry-
eat again. I need
hungry
a
again.
snack.
Let's
You
go.
Give me a snack or something.
Chip, chop, chip. No, actually, my dogs, the only time they get really upset is when sometimes I'll be out
Right?
and I'll blow right past the 5 o'clock time. I won't get home till like 6:37.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man.
Oh, I bet they're angry
Oh,
with you.
The complaint department kicks in.
oh.
They're very upset at that point. First,
Yeah.
they're excited to see me. First, they're like, hey, he's here. Where's the food? Wow. That
Right.
excitement.
Hey, you're here. Feed.
That's
feed,
right.
feed first, then I'm going out.
That excitement lasted for about 8 seconds.
Yeah.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
6:14 with Dixon Inviting Alabama Tree Pros, ready to take your tree down, trim it up. Maybe if it's already down, they'll cut it up and haul it away. Whatever it is you need done, Alabama Tree Pros is in the business of making it happen for you. 308-4158. They specialize in trees that are in hard-to-reach places. Trees that are like between your house and your shed, for instance, or house and garage, and you're afraid that when they take that thing down, it's going to land on something. Don't worry about it. They got it, man. If it's near power lines, they can handle that too. They do it all the time. They're licensed. They're bonded. They'll staple all that stuff to the back of their very low estimate. They are, quite frankly, the best in the business, and you can find out more at alabamatreepros.com, alabamatreepros.com. They're the ones I trust because they did such a great job for me and for so many of my friends. Alabama Tree Pros, 308-4158.
Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da.
620 Talk 99.5, Talk995.com. Moody Blues. Speaking of which, I was watching the Paul McCartney documentary Man on the Run on Amazon Prime yesterday. I just settled myself and I washed my truck. You know, I don't need to join a gym. I just need to wash my truck twice a week.
That'll wear you out,
You're
right?
up, you're down, you're sideways, you're stretching, you're bending, you're moving, you're going. It's nonstop. I am telling you, you could probably build up some pretty good muscles.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe I'll just go get a part-time job at a car wash.
You know it's going to rain
Well, of course it will, yes.
Yeah.
But I mean, the thing
right
was,
after you
it's
washed
in
it.
terrible shape. It needed,
Was
it?
it?
needed
Yeah.
to be washed.
Leave that thing in the garage.
Moody Blues and Paul McCartney have the connection of Denny Lane. Denny Lane was in both the Moody Blues and Wings, which is why I brought that up. And I'll tell you about the special after I finish watching it. 621 Talk 99.5, Talk995.com.
Let's get out on the lake, folks. How about it? We got the temperatures, and it is about perfect weather for that. Today might even be a good day to get out on the lake.
Oh, yeah.
But you're thinking to yourself, well, I can't get out on a lake because I don't have a boat.
I am boat free.
Okay, how about if we connect you with a guy that knows everything about boats and Suzuki engines,
We
like
know a
the
guy.
Starcraft and
got
the
a guy.
Silverwave pontoons.
He's our guy.
His name is Rodney
Mhm.
at Rodney's Marine. It can't get any simpler than that. But, you know, it's nice to know somebody you can trust like that you know is going to take care of you. We've had so many Talk 99.5 listeners that said, yeah, this is the summer. I'm going to get a boat, and I'm going to go see Rodney, and I am super excited about that. And you will love working with him and the guys that he has that service the boats for a lot of different reasons. Maybe you want to up-power your Suzuki engines. Maybe you want to put some accessories on there, but you don't want to do them yourself. Rodney's Marine can do it for you.
The in-house financing makes it easy to buy these boats. The low monthly payments. You can find the new 26s or some used boats that they have on hand that you won't even know are used until they tell you. By the way, that's a used boat, and that's okay. If you want to, you can go to their website, rent a boat. Just find out if the boating life is for you. If you hate it, then never go back. But if you love it, then maybe it's time to start looking at picking up one of these boats for your fam. That is Rodney's Marine, Lake Logan Martin, Highway 231, a beautiful Cropwell. Stop by and tell them we sent you. You also find them online at rodneysmarine.com.
Yeah, give him a call today.
And now, it's Dixon and Vining's top 3 things you need to know.
Well, Israel intercepted missiles from Iran and then responded by pounding Lebanon earlier today. An airstrike in the pre-dawn hours hit Beirut, which is a stronghold of Hezbollah, the Tehran-backed force that has vowed to avenge the death of Iranian supreme leader. Israel is also working to intercept a new barrage of missiles fired by Iran. President Trump will attend the dignified transfer of the 6 American service members unfortunately killed in the Iranian attack related to Operation Epic Fury. The War Department is currently finalizing those plans. We'll pass those along just as soon as we get those. And this was really interesting yesterday. Ex-Secretary of State Condoleezza Rice has weighed in on that war, and she said that the Trump administration should take care of Iran for good, render them incapable.
Yep, finish them off.
Yeah,
she
get it
says.
done.
Finish them. She gave the thumbs down like the Roman emperor. She was like, finish them. But also, General Raisin Kane said yesterday that the Iranian missile attacks are down 85%.
They're using the last of what they got.
They're running low, is what it comes down to. Their drone attacks are down 72%. And when you get a barrage like that, it's like they're just kind of, oh, here's the last throws. They throw those things out there and a bunch of them at once, and then they back off again and go like, oh, all right, let's keep our powder dry. Let's hold on for a little while longer. So we seem to be doing a pretty good job. We've destroyed their missiles. We've destroyed their ability to create new missiles and their ability to receive missiles from another country. Plus, the CIA is arming the Kurds, and they're supposed to be going in from Iraq into Iran to help kind of fight from the inside.
Yeah. So, again, fewer boots on the ground for U.S. military
Sandals,
service
though.
members.
A lot of sandals.
Yeah, you can have this.
well,
You can have your sandals.
Go ahead, take the sandals on the ground. We'll do it.
It doesn't keep the sand out between your
It
toes,
does
though, when
not.
you wear those.
No.
It's very
Not
uncomfortable.
even a little.
We learned yesterday that what will happen with the old Birmingham Southern College campus. This is pretty exciting news. The U.S. Coast Guard has chosen the campus as a new training facility. Back in November of 2025, the USCG was looking to identify a potential new training center after record-breaking recruitment numbers. This is fantastic. Once again, a product of President Trump and his administration, and people feeling comfortable with this and say, yep, I would like to join the Coast Guard. So they needed lodging, about 1,200 recruits, dining facilities capable of seating about 400 personnel, 14 classroom size to accommodate 30 to 60 students or more, an auditorium. It has all of the things that they were looking for,
Yep.
plus the fact they needed to be within 30 miles of an airport.
Yeah.
And they've got that with,
They're right
the Birmingham
next door.
Airport
Very,
right
very
there.
close,
Yeah,
very
we're
close.
real close. It's a short drive over there. So this is kind of exciting. And again, kind of didn't see this one coming.
Nope.
But apparently they'd been looking at it and considering Birmingham Southern College. We had heard that I think it was Alabama A&M maybe that was initially interested in
They
it.
had looked at it.
kind
Miles
of backed
College
out of it.
had
Yeah.
looked at it, and nobody could really kind of work out the financing, I guess, or come up with the money necessary. So count on the federal government to come through for you.
Mm-hmm.
How about that?
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
That's
I
a
am.
beautiful
I'm
campus,
kinda-
and I'm sure they'll take care of it. That's
Yep,
what really
yep.
matters.
Yep, I love it. I love it. And finally, the Alabama Senate passed a constitutional amendment that would require a weekly broadcast of the Star-Spangled Banner in public schools. Senator Gerald Allen of Tuscaloosa proposed the bill that would require local boards of education to adopt policies requiring K through 12 public schools to broadcast or sanction the performance of the first stanza of the Star-Spangled Banner. Allen said that this will help to celebrate the 250th anniversary of our great country. The bill now heads to the House for consideration. I just kind of hate that we even have to put a bill together to have, classrooms play the Star-Spangled Banner. I don't know. And when we were growing up, Richard, all of this was just part of normal life. You pled the Pledge of Allegiance, the Star-Spangled Banner, whatever, something to give kids the pride that, maybe we have or had, when we were kids, still have, about this country and how great it absolutely is.
I did the pledge in grade school.
Mm-hmm.
I don't recall ever having the national anthem played over our sound system, to the best of my knowledge. I don't recall it happening.
No, I remember the pledge too, but no,
Yeah.
I agree with you on the national anthem.
It's weird to me that, first off, the national anthem is, God, I wish we could get a better, different national anthem. Don't get me wrong. A, it's hard to sing, covers 2.5 octaves, so that's difficult. B, it's about a particular incident that took place just by Francis Scott Key, just off the coast of Baltimore. It has to do with the flag of the United States of America, set to an old English drinking song. Personally, God Bless America, to me, tough to beat. Tough to beat that one. America the Beautiful, tough to beat. Those are great songs, and I wish those are our national anthem. But I can't believe for a second, I'll put it this way. I don't think playing it over the loudspeaker is going to hurt at all.
No.
I don't think it's going to hurt anybody, and I have zero problems with it happening if that's something that's going to take place. But I don't think it's going to help anything. I don't think it's going to make anybody more patriotic. I don't think it's going to be,
I don't think it could hurt, and maybe it would within kids in elementary school and things like that start to be a little interest, like, what is this all about? Because again, how many teachers right now are teaching pride in our country in their classrooms?
0%.
That's what I
terrible.
mean. If we can't, let's insert something if we can
Yeah.
for the love. We're in Alabama. Let's be proud. I mean, think about all the service members that are just here in our state.
Having somebody who could sit down and explain the national anthem, the Star-Spangled Banner, Francis Scott Key, what was going on, how he was
Right. If
how he
nothing else, it
experienced all
opens
that,
up
what it meant.
that book.
That would be a class worth taking, in my opinion. It would only be like one day. It would be one lesson. But you could even do that during an assembly of some kind and just kind of get out there and explain what it's all about. Maybe do a little audio-visual presentation, a PowerPoint or something
That would
like
be good.
that.
Let it go with it.
Get some, but you're right about this. We absolutely grew up being taught a love of country and the understanding that America was by far the greatest country on the face of the earth.
Right.
I learned that every day in school, and there wasn't a question about that. Playing the national anthem's not going to get that, unfortunately. We should really probably embed that into our children through our teachers, because I got news for you. Chinese teachers are embedding that into their students.
Yeah, absolutely. At a very young age.
Yeah.
So,
I think Russian teachers are embedding that into their students. They all are telling people, oh, we're the greatest country ever. So, for us to sit back and go like, oh, yeah, well, America's got a lot of problems. We had slavery at one point, and then we had to have a civil rights movement. We're terrible.
You know,
We're just
at
awful
what
people."
point do you say you need to be proud? I mean, look at some
Yeah.
of these other countries. Would you like to live there? Would you like to live free?
Yeah.
Then be proud of this country.
We've had our share of problems, but we have overcome them, and we continue to attempt to better ourselves every day. That's what really matters here.
Amen.
So, yeah, let's get some of that pride into the classroom. 6:30, Dixon Inviting, Talk 99.5, talk99.5.com. I think that was my snort in the middle of that promo there. I think that was me snorting. 636, Dixon and Vining, Talk 99.5, talk995.com. Got a nice day, up to 83 today with partly cloudy skies. There is a small chance of rain, but it is not that terribly likely. It'll probably rain on my house because, as Valerie pointed out, I washed my truck yesterday.
Yep, that's
so.
what always happens. Get that thing in the garage. You'll be all right.
Yep, I did. I put it in the garage. It was there last night. Man, I tell you what, this foam that I have now, it's a very cool device that Mike over at Tier 1 talked me into getting. He said, this is what you need because I've got this clear coat. I've got a Cerakote on my truck. Mm-hmm. It really makes the water beat up nicely, but you have to use a particular kind of soap. And then you have to also wash the truck with a kitten, a white kitten. It's it's you got to be very careful with it.
Don't rub that off.
No.
And now that you have it applied, you don't want it pulled off of there.
Exactly. So you have to be super careful with it. And this soap is it's about a month's pay. I think it was about a month's pay that I had to pay for it. So. And then I'm like, well, it probably lasts a long time. Oh, no, you tear right through it. I get the big bottle, like 3 washes coming out of this thing. Okay. But the
life
truck
fun,
looks great.
Richard.
The truck looks great.
I'm sure it does.
No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Members, I got to tell you about this. First, Mr. Bugs, MRBUGGS.com. Love Mr. Bugs, man. They take such good care of me, and I can hardly wait because yesterday, as I walked out my back door, guess what greeted me on my back porch? A mosquito. Yep, I am very excited about mosquito reduction about to begin. They should be at my house, I don't know, sometime within the next week or so, and they will take care of that for me. I love it. Once you get the mosquito reduction process going at your home, you no longer need to worry about being attacked while you're outside. Because I managed to get this mosquito before it could get me, my record remains intact. I've still never been bitten by a mosquito in my yard since the day I had Mr. Bugs start this program. I can't say enough good things about it. Termite bonding as well, small rodent control, they do it all. My tech, Dave, is just the nicest guy on the planet. I get him every single time. He's been my guy for 8 years now. You'll get the same guy every time, or girl as well. You're going to love your experience with him. Mr. Bugs, MRBUGGS.com. Mr. Bugs, they know what bugs you. Call them locally at 941-6252. Members of the Alabama Senate passed legislation Tuesday requiring the state to apply for a waiver from the federal government to exclude candy and soda pop as eligible purchases under the state's Supplemental Nutritious Assistance Program, that is to say SNAP or food stamps, as we call it here in the South. He's on food stamps. You hear he's on the welfare?
Yeah, the bill passed 24-2.
24-2.
I think a lot of people are like, yeah, this is a good idea. Quit spending it on junk. That's not what this is for. This is to sustain you and make sure you're getting good nutrition into your body, into your children's bodies, because you need the benefits.
How fat do you think the 2 people were that voted against this? You think they were like huge fat tubs again?
Or maybe they just love candy and they felt bad for them.
Sweet
like, they should have a soda and they should have some candy.
When we talk about candy,
that.
Are Oreos involved in that?
I would
Lorna
think
Doones?
of anything sweet treat kind of.
Nilla?
Maybe.
Wafers?
Yeah. Is that nutritious?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I
think you're talking,
Yeah.
Anything meat-wise, poultry, fish, yes, vegetables, yes, milk, dairy, that kind of stuff.
All that good stuff. Grains, you get some bread.
Get some grains,
Get
potatoes,
stuff like
all
that.
those kinds of things,
But
right?
no cookies. You can't have cookies, you're telling me.
I don't know what's on the list, but they're saying candy and soda. Does that fall under kind of the candy?
That does worry me, because I also feel like maybe, I'm not saying that you shouldn't have chips or something on the side, but a lot of times they'll just go nuts in the chip aisle, the snack aisle, load themselves down with all kinds of, once again, not nutritious, a lot of empty calories.
Okay, here you go.
Yeah.
Candy foods in the bill. Foods that list sugar, cane sugar, corn syrup, or high fructose corn syrup as the first ingredient. It has to be first.
Wow.
Oh, you know what? If I'm in the business of packaging some of this stuff, it's moving down the line.
Well, it has to be. You have to go in order of what is the most.
Right. The term includes foods that include any food altered from its natural state through processes, including but not limited to heating, mixing, milling, canning, freezing, or adding ingredients. That would be Oreos. The term does not include any granulated sugar, raw sugar, or other single ingredient sugars used for cooking and baking. So in other words, I would say that Oreos might fall into this category of you can't buy Oreos.
It's mostly what's in that cream, that cream that is not really cream.
Yeah.
Which is why they have to spell it CREME. There's no dairy in there whatsoever. It's basically vegetable shortening mixed with sugar.
So, yeah, the candy foods, I guess under candy,
Yeah.
cookies would fall right underneath it.
All right. We need to work on chips, get the chips out of there.
Mm.
And then also cauliflower. Don't force them to eat cauliflower. They should not be allowed.
Cauliflower is great.
No, they should not be allowed to buy cauliflower.
Why?
Because
why are
it's
you so
horrible.
anti?
Because it's a terrible,
Anti-ed?
terrible
You
food.
don't like it fixed anyway?
No.
Not even in a stir fry?
I can't stand the
What's stir
smell
fry?
of it.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, when you go someplace to eat stir fry food, it's in there sometimes.
Not mine.
Oh, I don't know
don't-
where you're
If
going.
I'm eating stir-fried
You're not
food,
going.
I say, hold the cauliflower. If I find one speck of cauliflower in here, somebody's going down.
I love it. I don't like it raw, but I love it like in a stir fry or cooked, steamed with like broccoli.
Looks like an albino's brain, doesn't it? What's that all about?
I don't really think about that when I eat it, Richard.
Well,
Thank you for bringing that
now
to
you
me.
will from this point
I
on.
appreciate it.
You probably
Ever
will.
had it fried, like done one of the fried
Yes,
dealios?
it's awful.
Okay. Dip it in the sauce.
Terrible.
Yum.
Yuck.
That's
Ugh.
delightful.
Ugh.
Mm.
That's one of the few foods. That and liver and onions, one of the few foods
Oh,
that I
Now you can't
absolutely will
compare
not
liver
eat.
and onions and cauliflower
sure
together.
I can
No.
compare them, and that I don't
Oh my
like either of them.
gosh. Liver and onions. The smell alone gets me on
See,
that.
that's how I feel about cauliflower. Now you know. We should, we should probably keep them from buying liver and onions as well. There's no reason to punish
Yeah,
them.
and I
They're
think
already poor.
I think you're right about the potato chip thing. I'm surprised they didn't put that in there.
Yeah, they ought to do something along the
chips,
lines of the empty calories.
Yeah, empty calorie foods is like, because then you could go down the aisle of Pop-Tarts, right? You could say that about Pop-Tarts. You could say that about some cereals. There's not a lot of nutritional value in some of those cereals.
No question about it. There are many cereals that you get more nutritional value if you were to eat the box.
I think you might be right about that, and that's horrible to think about that, but
why
it's
they-
true.
Certainly get fiber out of it.
Oh, there's no question.
You would.
This is why they always
You
feel
s-
the need to show you a picture of like the bowl of cereal, and they go, "This is part of a nutritious breakfast," and next to it, it's got bacon and eggs and a cup of coffee and some orange juice and 6 vitamin pills. You're like, "Oh, there's a yeah."
Yeah,
It
this
is
is
it's
really
it's
interesting.
The worst part of a nutritious breakfast is what it is.
This is short bill. It's 3 pages. It's really only about 2.5 pages.
Okay.
And I'm like, you could have probably gone a little further with this. Oh well.
Well, maybe they
It's
will.
not
Maybe
my
they,
bill.
they start with this
Yeah.
and work their way down. Get
Maybe
to the
so.
point where look. Here's what it comes down to, and people are listening to this and they're going, "Oh, they're so cruel. Why are they so cruel?" Listen, Dixon. And
Listen,
Viney,
it's our
they've
tax
made it
dollars that
this
are helping
so
people that need help. I have no problem with helping people that need help with tax dollars, right?
Yeah.
We don't have a problem with people that truly need assistance.
You
But for the love, you're not going to buy beer and you're not going to buy, junk. I mean, that's
Beer
not
is-
what this is for.
Beer's already not allowed, right? So
Yeah,
we,
right.
we've
You
made an
eliminated
agreement.
that.
Yeah, we made an agreement at some point that there's going to be some foods that you're not allowed to buy with these things.
Mm-hmm.
Alcohol being one of those things. Wine, beer, things of that nature. Absolutely, you're not allowed to buy. So we're just expanding the list, if you think about it that way. But you and I, we have the same work ethic. My very first thought, I was on unemployment for I don't know, 6 months, something like that. I don't remember. I got a severance pay when we got fired in Orlando. So I got 3 months of severance, which was nice. And that was November, December, and January. Then February, March, April, May, June, July, and August. So that was 7 months I was on unemployment. And every day I did something to try to get off of unemployment.
Yes.
Every day I looked for a job. Every day I tried to find something that would get me off of unemployment because I could not stand the fact that I was taking a check for not doing anything. I mean, I understand that's what unemployment insurance is for, but I hated it. And I finally did, in fact, find a job and got to get off of unemployment. It was a job in another city that was over an hour away from where I lived, but that's okay.
Yeah.
I made it happen. So you and I, if we were to find ourselves on SNAP benefits, the first thing we would do is go, how do I get off of this? And it helps if you don't make it easy to be on SNAP benefits. If you got kids going, Mom, can we have candy? And you go, sorry, SNAP won't let us buy candy. And you look at your kids and their little disappointed faces and you go, I got to get off of this.
I got to get a job.
But I think there's too many people who get on it and it becomes comfortable. And it's like, I don't know, why am I going to look for a job? I got this taken care of. I'm home with my kids all day, taking care of them. This is great. Federal government's going to continue to pay me to feed my kids and whatever. And
That's a cycle you want to get out of.
Exactly.
But there are some that don't live their life that way.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I'll give you an example. When I had some rental properties and I had some Section 8 tenants, one of the girls that moved in, it was just her and her like 1-year-old. That
Yep.
was it.
Yep.
And then there was another child,
Mhm.
and then there was a third child, and finally, just out of coming over to the house and having to do some things over there, had a conversation about what was going on. Well, every time I have a child, I get some more money.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have another, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is not how this is supposed to be set up.
Uh-huh.
That we just keep having kids because we keep getting more money. But do you understand how much it costs
Yeah.
to have that child?
You're incentivizing all the wrong things
And
here.
I was like, oh, no, no, no.
Incentivizing all the wrong things, which is another reason why we got to get this stuff off of SNAP. It should be, really, if you get right down to it, you should be providing the bare minimum. You think about the soup lines, the bread lines and soup lines that took place during the Great Depression. You're like, okay, we'll give you guys what it takes to stay alive. We'll give you what it takes to stay on the right side of the grass. We'll give you the basic nutrition. It ain't going to taste good. It ain't going to be, candy and Pop-Tarts. But, this will help drive you off of these rolls quicker and get you where you want to go, because eventually you're going to go, man, I really would like a Pop-Tart.
Maybe we narrow it down to like you can have Spam.
Mm-hmm.
You can Spam,
Mm-hmm.
double ham spread.
Again, they're already poor. Why are we punishing them more?
Well,
That's just wrong.
that would get them off the doles even quicker, don't you think?
Spam.
I mean, seriously.
Well, you can have tripe.
Tripe,
You can
right?
have. Actually, you know what? We're not going to let you have Spam. We're going to let you have Spam's illegitimate cousin, Treat.
I'm just saying, you're right. Is there not at some point, is there not that I need to get off of this? I'm ashamed that I'm on this. I hate it. I want to do something different with my life. I'm going to get after it.
Sure.
I'm going to find employment.
But
I'm going to better my life.
We've done everything we can to normalize it, and they go like, oh,
That's right.
these
So-
people shouldn't have to break out coupon books and
No,
stuff.
you give
Let's
them a little credit card. And again,
Yes.
the shame is gone. It's like no one even knows that they're on
No,
SNAP
just-
benefits in the line. Oh, well, we don't want to embarrass them or shame them.
Right.
No, that's part of the human process.
Yeah.
If you're ashamed of it, then maybe you'll do something to change whatever it is that you're doing. And again,
yeah.
we're not talking about the person that just I mean, again, you just gave a great example that you had to be on it for a little bit, but that incentivized you to get off of it.
I hated every minute of it. And I think if I was on SNAP and I had the card, I would turn to the person behind me and go, don't ever let this happen to you. I hate every moment of this, and I'm going to get off of it as soon as possible. I swear to you. Because, it's just, it ain't right. We got to stop normalizing this stuff and making it easy. But that's pretty much the way it works under a Democratic regime. ProLift Garage Doors, 286-9727. When your garage door lets you down, get an uplifting experience from ProLift, including a brand new door. A brand new garage door. It's a new garage door. I'm talking about metal or wood. They have them both. They can come out, measure, install, give you a kind of a catalog of options on what kind of door you might be looking at. You can get them with windows if you don't have them. You can get them without windows if you have windows now and you don't like them, whatever it is you want to do. Insulated, huh? An insulated garage door, keeping the cool in during the summer months when you're out there doing the honeydew projects on the weekends. Wouldn't that be nice? This is what they do at ProLift Garage Doors, 286-9727, or online at proliftdoors.com. 12 months, same as cash for that garage door, which is nice. Huge supply and priced lower than you might think. ProLift Garage Doors, 286-9727, proliftdoors.com. Morris Day and the time.
See, doesn't it feel
baby.
like Friday?
It does.
This is a Friday song.
It is.
You're killing us, Steve.
Unfortunately, you have to be here tomorrow because we're celebrating your birthday early.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
Yeah,
Okay. Since I won't be here Monday and Tuesday.
right.
Yeah.
You're getting no cake, just so you know.
Yeah, I really don't need it,
I
so
know.
thank you.
You said you didn't want one. So
yeah,
I took you at your word.
I'm just maintaining.
There you go. Doing
Yep.
a fine job, too.
Thank you very much.
6:55 with Dixon Inviting Talk 99.5, talk995.com. Some of the texts we have received thus far this morning from John. Are we going to have to play the Black National Anthem as well to be inclusive to all? Yes. Yeah, we got to play Lift Every Voice. So every morning we're going to do the National Anthem and then Lift Every Voice immediately after that. Then we're going to play the Muslim National Anthem, which is, it's a, yeah. What?
That's a little too close to home right now.
I'm
with
sorry about
what
that.
we're involved in. Operation Epic Fury.
Dory says, in elementary school, we said the pledge and then sang My Country 'Tis of Thee. We did that too.
Nice.
My
See, that's what's missing. I really do. I think we need to get Pride of America back into our schools. Come on.
Jeff
Maybe we
says-
do it at, at games, at sporting events.
Yeah, which I also have never understood that.
Well, again, pride and country. Let's go.
You know, when we started doing that was World War II.
Hmm.
We started to decide.
Well, now that we've torpedoed a boat, let's pick it back up.
there we
Come
go.
on.
It's a World War II. It's out. Everything
It's back.
old
Everything,
is new
right.
again.
Bring it back.
That's right.
It's coming back around.
I like it. Jeff says there's a fine line between some cereals and candy. In some cases, the candy is healthier for you, man.
That's crazy to think that, but it's exactly right.
I don't know how old you are, Jeff, but you might have been missing out on some of the really great candies of our youth because they actually used the word sugar in the title. It wasn't just Frosted Flakes, it was Sugar Frosted Flakes, right? It was Super Sugar Crisp.
I remember that.
Yeah. Can't get no
Super Sugar
Crisp.
Wasn't just Sugar Crisp. It was super.
Sugar Bear. It was Sugar Bear, not Golden Bear. It was Sugar Bear. Hey.
I'm your sugar bear.
Sugar Bear actually had like a martini in one hand and he had
And a cigarette in the
other.
It was basically
Hey,
Dean Martin in
kids.
a sweater.
Have yourself a bowl of cereal, then a
Yep.
drink and a cigarette.
That's right. Enjoy while you're watching the Saturday morning cartoons. Let's see. Fried chicken livers, says Mark. That would be good. Dr. Reverend Delmer McCready agreed. Cauliflower and liver and onions fall in the same disgusting category.
Well,
I'm with him
you're entitled to your own
So-
opinion, even though it's wrong.
there. Sam says, Spam is actually quite expensive. I'm a weirdo that enjoys Spam occasionally, but it's cheaper to buy than other it's cheaper to buy other healthier things. Spam is quite high in fat and sodium. Yes, it is. I think you're missing the point here, Sam. What Valerie was saying was, if you're on SNAP benefits, we should only give you disgusting food.
That's right.
So you'll want to get off of it sooner.
But
that
let's
may
go
be,
back to the first part of that where he said he actually enjoys Spam.
Yeah, well, that's
that's okay.
Yeah.
That may be one thing that would, encourage you to get off SNAP benefits.
I would think so, yeah.
I mean, again, that would sustain you. A can of spam would sustain you. Not necessarily great for you. So if we're going for it has to be nutritious, all right, maybe not Spam. But
No.
again, if we're trying to get you off SNAP benefits, maybe a can of Spam or deviled ham or something like that.
Kevin says, I know it's left field, but we still have not received our refund from the city of Birmingham for last year's return and are now filing for this year. Any clue why?
That
Well, yeah.
could be the computer issue. They got
Could have been.
hacked.
Could have been.
If you're a city employee, that may be, it could be very well that they're having difficulty with that because of the huge hack that happened last year. That in the beginning, we've not been hacked. Nothing is going on here. 3 months later, the paychecks aren't going through. There's a big problem here. And paychecks were all wrong.
We got hacked. Sorry.
Finally had to admit, yes, you got hacked.
Hammer says, good morning, Richard and Val. Wanted to give you a shout out to one of your sponsors, ProLift. The garage door at my warehouse came off. I contacted them. They were out in no time, had it fixed and good to go, and a great price. They did a great job. Thanks, guys. You're more than welcome, Hammer.
Yeah, they really are top notch.
We love them. And Casey says, happy early birthday.
Thank you,
Valerie.
Casey.
Say it with money, Casey. Okay? Say it with money.
Send checks, right?
You send a check over here for
Yeah.
Valerie like you're supposed to. Man, oh man, this hour has already raced right on by. Didn't even get to the story about the government shedding more than 380,000 jobs in Donald Trump's first year. 386,826 workers
That we could do without.
that were government employees are now not government employees.
That's a lot of money if you think
It's
about it.
a lot of money.
A lot of money.
And you go, well, all these people are unemployed. No, because if you look at the unemployment numbers, they're nice and low. These people are, for one thing, we got people retiring and we're just not replacing them. Okay. For another, we are giving people a nice severance to walk away and leave the building and not come back. And many of them are transferring over and taking the skills that they learned in their government job and putting them into use in the private sector. So we're not really seeing a giant leap in unemployment here. If anything, it's going the other way. That's good news.